this is Mrs. Brand here. Today I'm going to show you how to create your color personality name graphic. Before you start on your graphic, you will need to make sure you've taken the color personality test, and this Google form was linked in the activity for today. So I've already answered the questions that relate to each of the different colors, and now I need to tally my score. At the top where it says yes, maybe, and no, you'll see a point value. Yes is worth 2 points, maybe 1 point, and no is 0 points. So if I were to tally my scores for red, I get 2, 3, 4. For orange, 2, 3, 4. Yellow, 2, 4, and 1 makes 5. Green, 2, 4, and 1 makes 5. Blue, I've got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And violet, I've got 1 yes, that's 2 points, and 2 maybes, that's 3, 4 points. So my highest point value is blue. Which color did you score highest on? Blue. So blue says that people trust me, I enjoy learning, I have a calm and stable personality, and I'm a natural born leader. Do you agree with the personality descriptors next to the color? Agree. And then I'll hit submit. So make sure to do the color personality test first. So my color was blue. So now this is what I came up with as my first example. I chose some of the words that I wrote down on my color wheel that I put in my visual journal. I like the words smart, trustworthy, and calm. So I have those words in the background. And blue is my theme color because that's the color that I got on my personality test. So what I'm going to do to start this is go into my Google Drive. When you're in your Google Drive, it's best to store this file in your classroom folder and then in your art class folder. So once I'm in that folder, I can click on the new button and then I can go to more and Google Drawings. The first thing I'm going to do is create my background. So in order to do that, you need to hold down the Alt key and click. And then you can select background. I can do a solid color or I can do a gradient. The interesting thing about solid colors is that I can create a custom color. So if I don't like the blues that they give me and I want something a little bit brighter, I can choose that in this custom option. And then when you do that, if you go back to your background, you'll see that that new color comes up right here. So this is pretty interesting, but I think I also want to check out a gradient. So I like to do custom gradients, and I think this time I'm going to do a linear one, but I'm going to have it go at a different angle. Maybe from side to side. And I'll add one other point, and I really like this blue that I was able to make, so I'm going to select it, and then I'll choose the next dot, and I'll make a custom color for that. Oops. But now I'll customize it to make it a little bit lighter. And then my last dot, I think I'll go back to that darker version. And I can see in the preview what it looks like, and maybe I want to check out what it looks like in another way. What does radial look like? I think I'll stick with radial for this one. So there is my custom blue background. Now I'm going to insert some word art with my name. I think this time I'm going to use my last name. When you start your word out, it'll default you at the Arial font, and I don't think that looks as interesting. So I'm gonna go through a couple different fonts until I see something that could fit with my personality. Ooh, I think I do like this lobster font. And now I have another idea. I think I'm going to insert each letter separately. So I can select the B and go to Edit, Copy, and then Edit, Paste. And then if I double click it, I can change it to an R. Edit, Paste will give me another B. Double click it, A. Edit, Paste, N. And D. So now I think I want to have this go at a diagonal. And in order to help myself make this diagonal, I'm going to draw a line across my paper, or across my file. And I think I want to make sure that one of these dots lines up with that line. And if I shift click on them, then I can move them down. And I think that looks good. So now I can delete that line because I don't need it anymore. I'm going to click and shift click because I want to change the color. I can try my custom color to see what it looks like, and it kind of blends in too much. So I think I'm going to adjust this custom color and maybe make it look a little bit darker. And then I think I want to do a fill color that's a little bit brighter. And I can even change the weight of that fill color. Well, that looks pretty interesting. So far I have my name and my background figured out. The next thing I need to do is add in those words that fit the personality color of blue. And I think I want these to be a little bit different. So these I won't do as word art. This I'll do as just regular text. And the words that I like are smart, and I think I want this to be a different font. Oh, actually, since I did all of my name in capitals, maybe I'll do the words in the same font but lowercase. And let's see if I can find a different blue for this. I like the brighter blue, but it doesn't feel like it fits as well. So maybe there we go. Oh, that looks interesting. Okay. Now I'm going to edit copy and edit paste so that I keep my same font and my same text color. And I'll double click and put the next word in. And then edit paste one more time to do my third word. Oops. Okay, so now I need to arrange these words in an interesting way on my design. So I like the way that this is looking, but I think I want to have them repeat behind my name and maybe have them repeat using a row of words. So I think what I'm going to do instead is stretch out one of my text boxes so that it fits all the way across. And I'll do 3 spaces in between. And I like the way this is looking, but I don't like how it's in front of my name. If I hold down the Control key on the keyboard and I click my down arrow, it should go behind my name. So now it's moving to the background. So now maybe for this one, I'll do, stretch my text box, make sure my S stays lowercase, and then again I will Control and down arrow to make sure all these letters, these words go behind my name. Whoops. And same thing for this one. And stretch my text box. Change that to a lowercase. And then make sure all my text is behind it. Okay. So I think I like the way this is spaced. If I look at it, the distance between it looks pretty good. So I think I just want to repeat this. So I'm going to click, and shift click, and then I'll go edit, copy, and then edit, paste, and I'll move this one below. Again, I want to make sure that the spacing looks the same in between all of them. And oops, I still have that same problem with the letters going in front of my name. So I can actually click on all of these now, shift click, and I can do my Control and then down arrow to make sure that they all go behind. And I think I want to move this all down so I can have it centered. And then maybe I'll move everything down to center everything. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. The only other thing I want to do to my name is click and shift click on all my letters. I think I want to add a drop shadow. So I'm going to go to my format options, drop shadow. And if I increase the distance and then maybe change it to a bright blue. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Now, if you want to, you can also add some other shapes in. That's where I had found this star shape that I liked before. I like it because it almost looks like a star that's in the sky. And I think I'm going to go for my same colors. And I'm just going to try to randomly place them around. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. One thing I totally forgot to do was I forgot to title my a color personality name design. So our name graphic. So make sure you title it, and then once the whole thing is complete, then you can share it with the teacher. And there you have it. That is how you can use Google Drawings to create your color personality name graphic to go along with the result you got from your color personality test. Thanks for watching.